Good morning, class. Today we are solving journal entries in the compound journal entry case. Now, when we talk about compound journal entry, it is not something new, but it is an addition to our already existing journal entry. Here, what basically happens is we can have either more than one debit item or more than one credit item or more than one debit and credits. That means अगर किसी भी एंट्री में हमारे पास एक से ज़्यादा डेबिट या फिर एक से ज़्यादा क्रेडिट होता है, किसी भी एंट्री में अगर हमारे पास एक से ज़्यादा डेबिट या फिर एक से ज़्यादा क्रेडिट होता है तो दैट इज़ आर कंपाउंड जर्नल एंट्री. कंपाउंड जर्नल एंट्री को समझने के लिए वी कैन हैव एन एग्जाम्पल. द एग्जाम्पल इज here we have taken a question of 4 points merely, and the 4 points is on 1st April purchased goods costing rupees 50,000 from Aman and 45,000 for cash. That means हमने 1st April को goods खरीदा 50,000 का अमन से और 45,000 का कैश में. Let's check how we have to form journal entry. As you all can see here, since goods are purchased on 1st April, so because goods are purchased, purchases are coming into the business, and we have discussed that anything that comes in has to be debited. So since purchases coming into the business, we have debited purchases. Goods are purchased from Aman. Emphasis is given on the name of Aman. So we already have discussed that whenever emphasis is given on the name of person, that means here the rule of personal account will imply. Since Aman is giver and in case of personal account, debit the receiver and credit the giver. So taking into the consideration of the rule, since Aman is giver and hence we have credited Aman's account. So purchases account debit to Aman account. The journal entry formed here will be. On the same date, we have purchased goods for 45,000 for cash. That means here we have purchased goods for which we are paying cash. Here we have purchased goods for which we are paying cash. Now since we have purchased these goods for cash, purchases coming into the business, so purchases account debit. Cash going out from the business. So as per real account, anything that goes out need to be credited. So we have past journal entry that purchases account debit to cash account. That means purchases being debited and cash being credited. Now instead of passing these two entries, because the transaction is happening on the same date, and that too in both the cases purchases is being debited. So we can have common entry, compound entry, that is purchases account debit. Purchases of debit 50,000 here and 45,000 here. That means both can be added. So purchases will be debited with rupees 95,000, that is 45,000 plus 50,000. Since we have purchased goods of 50,000 from Aman, so we are crediting 50,000 to Aman, and at the same time 45,000 is purchased for cash. That means cash need to be credited for 45,000. So our compound journal entry is this only. In the different color you can see in the yellow color that purchases account debit 95,000 to Aman 50,000 to cash account 45,000. So we are here not supposed to write these two entries but this one compound entry. Moving on to the second point. The second point is on 2nd of April. Sold goods costing rupees 1 lakh to Vinay and 50,000 for cash. That means here we have sold goods 1 lakh for 1 lakh to Vinay and 50,000 for cash. Here also let's check our entry. Since we have sold goods worth rupees 1 lakh for cash, so cash is coming into the business, and as per real account, anything that comes into the business need to be debited, and hence you can see here we have debited cash worth rupees 1 lakh. Sales going out, and hence sales are credited by rupees 1 lakh. So the journal entry becoming is cash account debit to sales account. On the same date, we have sold goods worth rupees 50,000 to Vinay. Here also the name is emphasized. Since the name is emphasized, that means Vinay is the person to whom we have sold goods on credit. Now, whenever goods are sold on credit, that means Vinay is the person who is our debtor. So he has to be debited because personal account ka rule says debit the receiver. So we have debited Vinay here, and sales because going out has been credited. So the journal entry became is Vinay debit to sales, or you can even write Vinay's account debit to sales account. That is 50,000. But in both the cases, since sales is being credited, since sales is being credited, so we can have one combined entry that instead of crediting sales in two journal entries, we can have addition. 1 lakh credit ka here and 50,000 credit ka here. These both can be added. That means sales can be credited with the total of rupees 1,50,000 in one journal entry. In two journal entries, at one place cash was debited and at another place Vinay was debited. So we can keep them two separate, that cash debit 1 lakh, Vinay debit 50,000, to sales 1,50,000. So here also instead of passing these two entries, we'll go for one compound journal entry. Now you can check your third point, that is paid rent rupees 5,000, salary rupees 10,000, insurance rupees 3,000 and wages rupees 1,000. That means we have paid 4 expenses on the same date. Now when we have paid 4 expenses on the same date, let's check how the journal entry should be. And the journal entry here is, as you all are aware of, that expenses paid fall under the category of nominal, and nominal ka rule says debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So here also rent, salary, insurance and wages, these all are expenses and expenses need to be debited because expenses are paid through cash. So in each point cash is going out, and real says anything that goes out must be credited. So we have passed the journal entry for the first time. The rent account debit to cash account 5,000. Salary account debit to cash account 10,000. Insurance account debit to cash account 3,000 and wages account debit to cash account 1,000. Now here also, instead of passing these separate entries, we can see that in all the entries cash is credited. Now since in all the entries cash is credited, so we can have addition of cash 5,000 plus 10,000 plus 3,000 plus 1,000. That means 5 plus 10 15 plus 3 13 plus 1 5 plus 10 15 plus 3 18 plus 1 19. So cash in total is going out for rupees 19,000. So we can have one combined journal entry that cash need to be credited by rupees 19,000. Now cash is going out for different purposes, that is for salary, for rent, for insurance and for wages. So these account need to be debited. So we are not supposed to pass four separate entries, but we can have one combined journal entry. We can club them all together. So this is the case of compound journal entry. Now moving to the fourth point, which is the last one. Purchased furniture 80,000, typewriter 20,000 and machinery 50,000. Here we have purchased three different assets. Now since you can see that all the three assets coming into the business, and for these combined three assets cash is going out from the business. So you can try passing this journal entry by your own. So please try solving this as an assignment. Send me, and also stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.